y'all, welcome back to another episode. Where's the fun with me, your host Cameron. And you know why I'm here, to help you make your outfit fun again. So we don't have time to waste. We're gonna get straight into it. We in a new year. So I'm gonna give some of my 2026 fashion trend predictions. And first up, I have ballet / ballerina flats. I've been seeing once you see like companies start putting out shoes in ballet / ballerina style, you know it's a trend and they're expecting this to be their big money maker for the season. And I see it that way. Not only do we have sneakers now that are in a ballet / ballerina style, they're also, of course, we have our regular, ballet, ballerina flat, cute little bone top. Something you can pick up to help make your outfit a little bit more chic this summer, spring. Be really cute. All right, second, I have capris. I know we were just in a jort epidemic, but I see us moving into a more slim, straight fit, more form-fitted style for the body, clothes actually fitting us. Since we're headed back into that direction, we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of girls, specifically more in capris. I know a lot of brands such as like R13. They actually have been doing capris for at least the last couple seasons, but I also been seeing a couple other brands drop some capris when I've been doing my doom scrolling on different retailers such as Net-a-Porter, Essence, all those good type of things. I've been seeing a lot of capris. And also, it got real when I seen them in the field. When I went home from Mardi Gras, I seen a couple girls have on some capris, some Rock Revival capris. Back at home, we call them rocks. I don't know what y'all call them, even if y'all know what Rock Revival is. I know a lot of people in the like trail ride scene or like, cowgirls, they wear Rock Revivals. Back at home, we call them rocks. And I seen a couple girls with some capri rocks on. I was like, oh yeah. Like I said, once I see it in the field for real, that's how you know they coming back. So I don't know, just from that statement when I said we're in a jort epidemic, I don't know if you can tell that I am a jort hater. I feel like we do this a lot. We just start renaming stuff that kind of already had a name. Jorts ain't nothing but a pair of denim shorts. Honestly, really, anything can be a jort because it's just a jean short. I guess jorts just have a specific height requirement or length requirement, I should say. So I'll be happy when jorts are over with because y'all start calling anything jorts. It didn't even have to be an actual denim fabric. As long as it was just like long, y'all call them jorts. Honestly, I don't know if you had a mama that was that girl that was really putting that stuff on back in the early 2000s, but my mama had on gachos. And gachos was a southern staple. I feel like that was worn probably all over too, but I just know like that one summer, couple summers, everybody mama had gachos. Well, if your mama was that girl, she had on gachos. Really, that's what y'all was wearing. Y'all was wearing gachos. Y'all just renamed the jorts, but y'all was wearing gachos. And I want y'all to stop wearing jorts. Right, next up, I have plaids and polka dots. So I feel like we are going back into the era of having fun, adding more colors, more prints, more patterns to our outfits. And I've been seeing a bunch of brands drop a lot of clothes with stripes on them, in addition to polka dots when I went into the mall the other day. And also doing some browsing online, I've been seeing brands drop their polka dot collections for their spring collection. So really excited to see that. I am not a big polka dot girl, but would I wear polka dots? Yes. I'm more of a stripe girl. I love stripes. So you will be seeing me in my stripes. I earned them. But for real, I do see us wearing more patterns with our outfits. Also, I like to call it dressing tacky. It's actually like you can dress tacky in a very fashion forward way that's not like, ooh, which is more like, ooh, I like how you put that together. And I feel like we're going to get back to that. It's going to take just one of y'all favorite Instagram, TikTok, well, just say social media influencers to y'all see them with it and then y'all going to try to recreate it like y'all do everything else. But I'm not making that a generalized statement because I know some of my girlies that watch, y'all do be ahead of the curve. We talking about the ones that's at the back of the line waiting for us to show them the way. You know what I'm saying? All right. So next up, I have polos. Yes, polos. Some people has never stopped wearing polos. Me, I am one of those people. I've been seeing a lot of brands, even like Uniqlo. They just did a collab with J.W. Anderson. He dropped a couple of polos with pastels. They're more cropped for the girls. Even with Denim's Gucci that he just did with his debut fashion show. There were a couple polos on the runway, but polos are back in style. I feel like once y'all see like more people wear them, we're gonna be, you know, polo down. Brand polo too as well. Honestly, polo has never run out of style in my opinion. We're talking about the actual brand now, Polo Ralph Lauren. It never run out of style to me. Polo will always be a Southern cult classic. I feel like you can never go wrong with polo ever in life. And just speaking of polos, in general, I feel like we're going to be moving to a more business casual look. I have this running joke that I tell my friends that my mama actually had me wearing business casual when she was wearing business casual. That's when they would go to the club in business casual. You know what I'm saying? My mama had me wearing like chinos from Gap's, bun down Oxford shirt from Gap, all that stuff. And I never really did like wear justice and all that when I was a kid. Like mama had us in Gap. We was Gap down and polo down. That's what I wore when I was like, probably when I got into like middle school. I was wearing a lot of Gap. I feel like we're getting back into, you know, like some cute chic shorts, a polo, and a nice boat shoe. That's actually my next trend that I have, a boat shoe. So earlier this year, Aritzia did a collab with Sperry. And, you know, back when we was in middle school, high school, have you on some Nike Elite socks for the boys with your Sperry's. That was like prime dressing right there. You know what I mean? I just have, you know, my knee-high socks with my Sperry's, or I had Wallabies as well, so I do some knee-high socks. All my grade school, I always went to school that wore uniforms. My city as a whole, everyone wore uniforms to school. Some schools, they let you, you know, have a little fun with your shoes. So when we text, hey, we wearing our skirts tomorrow, or we at school, be like, hey, we wearing skirts tomorrow. Have your skirt on, your high socks, and your Wallabies or your Sperry's. So when I seen, you know, that the girls was eating the Sperry's up, I was like, yeah, I can see this being, you know, a big trend for the spring, summer, in my charade voice. September, spring, summer. Next up, staying on the whole shoe topic, I also see Mary Janes are coming back as well. So we got ballet, ballerina flats, boat shoes, and Mary Janes. And you know this is going to be a trend because I have been seeing a bunch of shoe brands start making their shoes into Mary Janes. Prime example. I just got these. This was my birthday present. Well, one of my birthday gifts to myself, I should say. We are in Pisces season. Salute a real Pisces. But I got these Bottega Mary Janes. They're the Orbit Mary Jane. All they did, really, they just took the top off the regular Orbit. Yes, I have the original Orbit too. I have worn these out. Very comfortable shoe if you ever do decide to get you a pair. Like I said, all they did was just take the top off. And of course, you know, it's not a Mary Jane unless you had that strap. And then also they got a strap on the side to kind of tighten it up for your ankle. If you do want to get these, buy Bottega Veneta. I say get them. I would say probably size down because they do kind of run big in my opinion. My sneaker Orbits are a 40. These are a 40 as well. And they're a little loose. I didn't play with the back strap yet when I tried them on to see. But you're going to be seeing a lot of other brands. Mary Jane, they're popular sneakers. In addition to the Bottega Orbit Mary Jane, I also have the Solomon MM6 collab that they did a couple years ago. This is also one of my favorite shoes. These are really like an everyday shoe for me. As you can tell, they're dirty. They need to be clean right now because I be beating these down. But these are my favorite shoes. You can wear these with so much because they are very colorful. And they're just really cute. You can dress these up or down. I love these. These were actually my first pair of Mary Jane sneakers. Just to move off the sneakers for a little bit, I also do have a pair of Margiela Tabi Mary Jane. This is also one of my favorite shoes to wear during the spring, summer, and even early fall when it's not too cold. But really, I wear these year round. If I'm being completely honest, as you can tell, I'll be wearing these out. But I'm gonna have to go to a cobbler real soon. But I love these shoes. I love Mary Jane's. This Mary Jane Tabi specifically, you wear this, it automatically like elevates your outfit by like 1,000 points. So love these two as well. But yeah, I am a Mary Jane girl. I encourage y'all to get y'all a pair of Mary Janes. Help spice up your wardrobe. But yeah, let me know what you think. Would you get these? Like, would you like really wear these? Do you already have a pair of Orbits? If you do, you might as well go ahead and get you a Mary Jane pair. For my next trend, it's going to be skinny / straight leg jeans. I would like to go ahead and give a disclaimer. I know the Atlanta YNs have not given up skinny leg jeans. Well, y'all don't even wear skinny leg jeans. Y'all wear like skin tight, extra, extra small, extra, extra skinny jeans. I know y'all never gave them up, but I feel like the rest of the world, you know, they coming back to what y'all already been on. Atlanta is the capital for skinny jeans with oversized t-shirts. And that's actually a look I hate. We gotta start considering proportions when we dress. But we'll talk about that another time. But I feel like more of a very, like I said earlier, form-fitting clothes. We're going to be moving back into that. We're going to be letting go of the baggy jeans. And I'm not going to lie, I got caught into the baggy jean epidemic as well. So I feel like we had a baggy jean epidemic and a jort epidemic. They were both running rampant at the same time, and I got sucked in, but only to the baggy jeans. I did not fall victim to the jorts. And that, I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger in high school, I never wanted to wear baggy jeans. I was a skinny jean bandit. But we're getting back into skinny jeans. Like I said, fashion shows have been coming up, and I've been seeing on the runway more form-fitting clothes. Still, you know, like trousers are always a little bit more looser. However, the denim is getting back to being more form-fitted. I don't know if everybody's going to adopt to the Atlanta skinny jeans, but even if they're just more straight legs, because even also like Margiela Futures just came back out, I don't think those will look good with a pair of baggy jeans. I feel like we are getting back into the block era style type of dressing. Shout out to my boy LaFlair on TikTok, because he is bringing that back. And he posts his videos with his Futures on. He might have on a plaid button down, a sweater. He got like an old banger playing in the back. I feel like we're getting back into that, and this is going to help us, you know, transitioning into like finding what works for us and also dressing for our body types. I feel like we strayed a long way from that. Honestly, I don't even know if we're going to ever get back to dressing for your own body types, but I hope one day we do at least consider some proportions. Please. All right, you might be also wondering why I have my sidekick standing right here. I got her covered up right now with a nice little Napoleon / military style jacket. These are going to be my biggest trend for the year. We might see these pop out a little bit more when it gets a little bit cooler. Well, right now, but kind of more so like fallish. I love these style type jackets. Also, my boy Mike movie coming out. What better way to go into the movie theater and rep Mike? Throw your little glove on. You know, sparkle a little bit, do something. Recently, I wore a vest in this style earlier, like back in November. It was really cute. It gives more like punk, a little grunge. And I love that look. So I feel like a lot of people would be gravitating more towards this punk style, even though this is specifically a Napoleon, or you can say a military style type jacket. So I think I'm gonna be seeing a lot of y'all in these. If you don't know, now you know, so you can kind of get ahead of the curve and put it on. Also, this is how I wore my Napoleon style vest. Last but not least, brings me to my last and final trend is tabbies. And I know I just showed y'all a pair of tabbies, but you know, I was here before they got popular. And I'm not saying that like I'm just this, ooh, I know everything. But no, like literally. My friends was talking about me so bad when I bought my first pair of tabbies. I was getting called horse. They was sending me all type of horse emojis. When we go out to eat, they laughing. I experienced so much bullying when I bought my first pair of tabbies from my friends. But now, you know, they're a trend. And you want to know how I know they are a trend? Steve Madden came out with his own pair, and the girls have been posting about it on TikTok. And I ain't gonna lie, do your thing, you know, but I feel like if you was talking about them at first, you do not need to get you a pair of tabbies. If you was hating them at first, don't get a pair of tabbies now. You never saw the vision. But you know what? I'm gonna let y'all be great. I just know sometimes it just take for everybody to like it for you to want it. But I ain't gonna lie, my friends, I bet not see not now one of y'all with no pair of tabbies. I'm a tabby girl. I love tabbies. Like I said, I do have a Mary Jane pair from Margiela. And also I have a boot pair. I don't really wear these as much as my Mary Jane pair, but they still are near and dear to my heart. I do wear these sometimes when I want to like dress up, be a little cute, and sport a little fancy toe. I wear them, but this is my like everyday. Wear these with shorts, with jeans, with trousers, literally skirts, everything. I wear these with. They have been sitting in the closet. They're a little dusty right now. But these are my babies. And, you know, they are my babies. And, you know, I know sometimes, you know, somebody got to show you what you like. And I understand that you might like them now. And shout out to, you know, Steve Madden. And also I seen Jeffrey Campbell also came out with a pair now as well. So I want to see y'all more in tabbies, honestly. I know I just talked a lot of myths about y'all not liking them at first, but, you know, if you like them and, you know, you didn't want to spend, you know, a lot of money on a Margiela pair, you can get you a more affordable pair with Steve Madden or Jeffrey Campbell. But given that we just talked about tabbies, this brings me to my next topic, which is going to be tabby history. Because I know a lot of people are kind of confused. It's a lot of misinformation on the internet about tabbies, where they started, who created them. So I'm going to give a little bit more nuance to the tabby story. Tabbies are split-toe shoes or socks originally from Japan, defined by the separation between the big toe and the other toe, giving a distinctive split-toe look. They started not as fashion shoes, but as functional footwear centuries ago. The original tabby began in the 15th century in Japan as socks worn with traditional sandals. The split toe helped people grip the thong of the sandal better. They started not as fashion shoes, but as functional footwear centuries ago. These socks were worn widely by everyday people, such as samurai and performers, and came in different colors and styles depending on use and status. By the early 1900s, rubber soles were added, transforming them into outdoor work shoes called jaka tabby. These are boots popular with farmers, builders, and festival participants. The fashion world's most famous take on tabbies came in the 1988 when Belgian designer Martin Margiela reimagined the split-toe shape as avant-garde boots. Margiela didn't invent the concept, he elevated it. His tabby boots were debuted in Paris with models leaving red footprints down the runway. These became cult classics, recognized for their strange bold silhouette and hoof-like look. Did you know that tabbies actually originated in Japan? Or that, you know, they basically started off as socks? Because I didn't know that myself. I thought they were just always shoes. I never knew that they started off as socks and then they added a sole to them. So given all this tabby commotion and all the brands dropping their version of tabbies, I want to talk about the difference between a real, a fake, and a dupe. Because I feel like the girls on social media, they be arguing in them TikTok comments about what's real, what's fake, what's a dupe. And I just want to help clarify what these things are. So to stay on topic of my example between a real, a dupe, and a fake, these are both authentic shoes. A real item is an authentic product made and sold by the original brand or authorized retailer. I bought my Mary Janes from the original store in LA, and I bought my tabby boots from Essence, which is an authorized retailer. Or, you know, places like Saks, Nordstrom's, who else sell tabbies? Neiman's, you know, those type of retailers. Not just anybody, an authorized retailer. Next up, we have a dupe. So A dupe, which is short for duplicate, is a legal inspired byproduct that resembles the look, vibe, or function of a higher end item without copying logos, trademarks, or branding. So it's inspired by the design, silhouette, or trend, like I said. Different brand name or branding, usually more affordable and not claiming to be the original. So if we're just talking about tabbies in itself, then this is a dupe because the first pair was actually made in Japan. Like, this is a Japan style shoe. But this is still an authentic shoe if we're talking about Maison Margiela, okay? I don't want y'all in the comments find me saying that the Margiela tabby is a dupe. I understand that, but for the brand, I'm just talking about the brand. The brand makes it a real thing, okay? It being a tabby is a dupe because it's inspired by the actual Japan shoe. But yeah, also more dupes would include like Steve Madden. Also, in this case, since we're talking about the Margiela itself, since, you know, they have a tabby and it's a little bit more higher priced, since Steve Madden and Jeffrey Campbell not have tabbies, they're not saying, hey, we're Margiela, come buy these Margiela tabbies from us. No, this is the Steve Madden tabby. This is the Jeffrey Campbell tabby. Now, for a fake, now this is what I don't agree with. I do not like fakes. A dupe, I'm cool with. A fake, not cool with it at all. And I'm gonna get into y'all a little bit more after I give the definition on what a fake is. But a fake or a counterfeit is an illegal copy that uses the original brand, logo, name, or trademark to deceive buyers into thinking it's real. They use copy logos or branding, intentionally misleading, often sold as real when it's not, lower quality materials and construction, and also it's illegal to produce and sell. So let's say we on TikTok, right? And we scroll and we come across a little unboxing video. And it's a girl, we just hypothetically speaking, but this happened every day on TikTok. So it's a girl, she unboxing saying, ooh, I got my Margiela tabbies. And it's me looking. I can tell the stitching ain't right. Soon as you show up the box, I know the box not right. It don't gloss. Your box missing the gloss. Your paper look dull. Like, I know off the rip when it's fake. Or they show these off-brand boxes that don't even look right. You know what I'm saying? Just like in general. But that is a fake, sweetie. You know, you got your vendor, whoever you got it from, tagged in the comments, because I'm pretty sure y'all probably doing, you know, some promo to where like you post and you getting a little discount on your fake stuff. But I don't like when y'all try to pretend that this stuff is real when it's fake. And y'all be in the comments talking about some, why would I pay all this money for that when I can get it for this? You're not getting that though. Like, it's not the same thing. It's not the same quality. And it's just not the shoe. And y'all be in the comments arguing, trying to prove your point and justify that what you bought is real when it's not. And you saying it don't matter that much. Obviously, it matters that much to you because you went and bought the fake thing and trying to pretend like it's real and it's not. It ain't Maison Margiela, but it's a tabby. You know what I'm saying? But just chill. Just buy what you want to buy. And don't be, you know, trying to portray like you got the real thing when you don't. Because at the end, it's not the same thing. It's not the same quality. It's not the same craftsmanship. But y'all H-gate girls and all that, y'all be tripping. Y'all got to let it go. It's not that deep. But y'all make it that deep. So, I hope I helped break down what a real, fake, and a dupe was. Because I feel like, you know, a lot of girls be confusing dupes and fakes. Because they be thinking the fakes be dupes. That's not it. It's three categories. Real, dupe, and a fake. I prefer, you know, if you want to get some, always go for the dupe. Never get the fake. That's not cool. You know, we are harming the environment when we buy fake things, you know? And like I said, if you really got love for it, if you love the game for real, you'll go ahead and go spend that money and go get what you want. No need to pretend. But let me know what y'all think about my trends. I'm excited to see y'all in tabbies this season. Also, I'm excited to see y'all in some colors, some more patterns, such as polka dot stripes. Also, I want to see y'all dressed like Mike. I want to see y'all in y'all military style, Napoleon style type jackets and shirts and vests. But let me know what y'all think. Share what are some of y'all trend predictions. And until next time, don't forget to make your outfit fun again.